Hello, traders. Welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. I hope all of you are doing well. The biggest problem traders face every single morning is lack of clarity. You open the charts, you see a gap up or gap down, news is screaming in every direction, and suddenly you are stuck wondering whether to buy, whether to sell, or do nothing at all. The confusion is exactly where most losses begin. In today's video, I am sharing my Nifty trade plan that I did today, as well as the trade plan for tomorrow, the important levels, the overall market structure, and the precise conditions where trades make sense and where staying out is the best trade. This is not about prediction or excitement, it's about having a plan so you can react calmly, protect your capital, and trade with discipline. If structured trading and clarity matters to you, like the video, subscribe the channel, and now before we get into the daily plan, I am posting the link to the Telegram channel in the pinned comment. Make sure you are subscribed there as well. Now let's get straight to the charts. Nifty opened flat. Flat opening on Nifty is very, very rare, and it was very good to see Nifty actually opening flat. And like I said, our bias was on the long side, and I was anticipating maybe Nifty will spend some time out here, and then if given a breakout, our plan will work out, right? We were very, very close to a breakout level. We opened flat. We could have spent some time. So this is what not exactly what has happened. But then the reason for me sharing this with you is to let you guys know what exactly was going on in my mind looking at the opening, right? So, like I always say, where the market opens will also define whether you are gearing up for a trade early in the day or whether you need to wait. So, had this been a gap down opening, maybe around the mid of this range, which I already clearly told you was a no trading zone. So, in that case, I would not have even bothered to open up my system and look at active trading in the morning. But looking at a very flat opening, I was very, very happy with the move that came in around the end of last day and flattish opening. Maybe we spent some time out here before the breakout, of course. With a pullback, we could have got a good trade on the long side as per our plan. But like I said, Nifty Devi has plans of its own, and right from the opening, Nifty slowly and steadily came down itself. Now, out here around previous day's low, Nifty started forming a base, right? And this is if you think about it, this is exactly like we had discussed in yesterday's video, wherein Nifty formed a base around a Fibonacci level as well. So this was the move which came in, and Nifty formed a base around here. And this is exactly if you jump on the 4-hour chart, right? So this is the clean swing which was there on the 4-hour chart uh, from this low till this high. This move I'm not capturing because this happened came in much later. I'm talking about this zone itself wherein again on the 5 minutes time frame, what we can see is Nifty was above the 0.5 to 0.618 zone of the swing on the 4-hour chart itself. And this is the reason why, again, above this particular support zone at previous day's low, two important locations giving you a confluence and more sense of bias. This is where I entered into the first long trade of the day. The day today was actually tricky. I'll tell you in a short while. This is where I entered into the first trade of the day. Stop loss right below this. This is where I exited and captured only 17 odd points in this particular trade. Although Nifty gave a super duper jumbo move, I participated in only this particular part of the trade and I captured 17 points. Okay, trade number one, very, very simple. Now, trade number two, after giving this up move and when Nifty started moving down out here, and because we already had a higher high, secondary scenario came into my mind. What if this is simply a retracement? I'll be deleting this for a reference. And what if the downtrend is to continued, right? And this is simply a retracement. And for that reason, I drew this fib, which is from today's high till today's low. And if you can see Nifty actually taking in, if you draw this particular zone, I'll delete the rest of the Fibonacci levels because this is what matters. And if you see out here, Nifty went above the zone, came back below, gave a small pullback, and then ultimately was going back below this particular zone. So because of the fib retracement level, I took a short entry here. So I'm not trading randomly, right? The reason for me to take this particular trade was also backed by some particular logic, wherein after this move on the downside, of course, we created a new low as well. So what if the structure is changing and we are heading down from here? So I took an early bit out here with a stop loss right above this particular swing. And this is where I entered in the short trade. And as witnessed by the market today, again, I took a small stop loss of 10 odd points. So these were the only two trades throughout the day that I had taken. Post this particular trade, I could not participate in this particular rally. Number one reason, because the structure was not entirely clear till out here. So we needed this particular swing to be taken out for the structure to change. On a 5 minutes time frame, of course, you can see that the structure was had changed internally after this good double bottom as well. But then till the time being, we were below this particular swing. It is not entirely a change of structure. Like I clearly mentioned, this entire zone was supposed to be a no trading zone for us. Of course, this particular double bottom trade made sense to take a trade, and out here as well, because I felt that it is simply a retracement, and then maybe Nifty can continue downwards, because despite a good flat opening, uh, had Nifty had the plans of going higher up, this is what was going on in my mind while I was entering into a short trade. This selling would not have come off, right? And I thought this is maybe simply a retracement, and we can continue the journey down. And that is why I took a small trade, and it's absolutely okay. I am being absolutely transparent with you guys. All the trades that I am taking, be it a trade where I book profit, be it a trade where I take a stop loss, be it a trade where I uh, trail my profits and where I book, I share everything with you guys in a very transparent manner. And so this was the trade in which I took a stop loss out here, stop loss of 10 points. So overall, maybe 7 odd points, which captured in today's entire two trades after brokerage and charges. That will come down to just 4 points. So yeah, that was about today's trading. And like I also told, I did not participate in any of these particular long moves which came in, simply because I was not confident about the structure. We were still in a sideways zone. But then again, Nifty gave a very good move even after breaking out above this particular high. Again, we could have entered out here as well. But then, like I always say, look from where the Nifty is coming or where it has traveled from. It has already moved good 210 points after breaking previous day's high. And that was the reason I decided to stay out and watch and observe what is exactly happening. Are we getting a good closing in Nifty, or this is going to be yet another trap? Uh, so I believe I have been able to clearly explain about today's price action and the trades that I took. In case of any doubts, put it down in the comments and I would be glad to address them. For tomorrow, the plan is actually going to be very simple. Number one, we have got a good consecutive candle again. So this is a good candle wherein the high is above previous day's high. The low, of course, we went back slightly below the previous day's low, but then we did not get another reversal candle, right? So this is a continuation of this particular trend itself. So after today's reversal, we got it is safe to say we have got a follow through. Now on a daily time frame as well, the high that I had mentioned, 25,000, 430, 35 odd level. So this is the high of this particular day, which is coming down to 25,436 odd levels. So we have very safely breached those levels. And although we have not closed above that, but then again, we have breached that particular level, and it makes a good and comforting view change point wherein we can say that Nifty might be trying to form a base out here before continuing, or maybe the worst of the downfall is actually over, and maybe we can expect some good up move from here. But then whatever happens is again we will wait and watch. So on an early time frame is what I saw is we have a very clean swing from this low till this high. Now, the Fibonacci levels that we are about to mark on our charts is based on this swing as well as this swing. In case if market goes up above, we need to adjust those levels on an intraday basis. So tomorrow, the plan of action will be very simple. Above today's high, we can we can take a trade on the long side. We can also expect a trap setup out here. Again, what we need is a good bullish candle, which gives us a closing above today's high, showing participation from new buyers who missed out on this rally, just like me. So markets moved crazily. If we consider from today's low till today's high, markets moved 300 points. Uh, Out of the two trades that I took, I captured only 7 odd points in premium. That is also pre-charges and brokerage. So there are people like me who would have missed out on this rally, and we would want to capitalize it once the market opens tomorrow. And in case if that is going to be a trap, we can look for a trap setup out here, wherein fresh buyers who would have initiated fresh longs tomorrow, once the low of that candle gets taken out, they feel trapped. So try to understand this is just going to be a scalp trade. We are not going to go with full quantities, very, very small, limited quantities, and quick entries and quick exit in this particular trade. Of course, above this with a pullback, we are uh, going long. Out here, if we open the slight gap down and we form a base out around these levels, this is something again we can look for a long entry. This is where we get an earlier discounted entry on the long side. Below this particular level is only where I will be looking to take a short trade. Now, before we guys get confused, I'll also write the 1 hour fib, right? So this is the 1 hour fib 0.5 to 0.618 zone. So yes, I hope the plan is very, very clear. So remember, the goal is not to trade more. The goal is to trade better. If the market gives the setup, we participate. If it doesn't, we protect the capital and wait. Execution and discipline will always matter more than prediction. If this video helped you think clearly, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with a fellow trader who needs structure. Trade safe, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.